Yeah, I really didn't prepare anything to say. I was just going to come out here and I was going to say, first thing, the fact that you guys are out here is big because there's a lot of guys that play your position at your school, at schools you're going to play, that right now are at home playing video games, not getting better, because every day you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And everybody over there knows what that's like. If you really want something, you got to grind for it. Nothing in this world is going to be given to you, whether that's school, whether that's your job, whether that's football, whether that's basketball, no matter what you do with your life, you got to put effort in because you're going to get out of it what you put into it. Now, me, I'm not Stephon, I'm not Jelani. I was never the best player on my team, ever. The day Stephon walked on campus, he was the best player on our team at Maryland. That's a true story. I'll be honest. But when I got to Maryland, I knew I was going to have to grind because I knew that when I got there, there's going to be a bunch of guys that are in front of me that people think are better than you, better than me, and I'm using me in a term that we can all appreciate here. There's always going to be somebody in your life that you got to outperform in every aspect. School, football, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, when you go out, if you give it your all and you don't get the job done, you have no regrets. You did everything that you could do. Some people not going to play in the NFL. That's just the way life works. There's a lot of people that we played with that didn't make it to the NFL. Some people not going to play in college. Some people not going to start in high school. But if you do everything that you can to get to that point, you can never be dissatisfied with the outcome. Now, like I said, I'm a kid from Maryland, man. I'm just a kid that when I was growing up, my dad was a coach. He made sure I was always in school, doing what I was supposed to be doing. He made sure I was doing all the extra work like these camps. And if your parents got you here today, you owe them a very big thank you because there's a lot of parents that don't do this kind of thing for their kids. There's a lot of parents that don't put that kind of effort in for their kids. And you got to appreciate the fact that you got parents that care enough about you to recognize, hey, he's got something that he wants to work on. And I want to give him the opportunity to be as good as he possibly can. So right now, I want y'all to give y'all parents a round of applause real quick. That's for the parents. Because without your parents, you wouldn't be here, period. There's a lot of people in this world that aren't lucky enough to have parents that care about them and want to see them succeed and want the best for them. When I came out of Maryland, I was undrafted. A lot of dudes come out every year undrafted. The team, to put in perspective, 90 guys start the year on the team, and by the end of training camp, only 53 guys remain, plus the practice squad, so like 60-something guys. So at least 1/3 of the team is not going to be there. So you know going in that you only got a 60% chance of making the team. What are you going to do to get that spot from somebody else? And that's in the NFL. But in high school, you only got so many years you can play in high school. You got 4 years. And if you want to play in college, you better make the most out of every single one of those years. Because if you don't make the most out of it, if you on a play and you're not giving it your all, there's some college scout that's watching your game tape and saying, oh man, he's good, but he doesn't try hard. Like, I got 1 million kids I can get that are just as good as him that actually try, that actually care. You got to put everything you have into everything that you do, or else you won't be successful. We need more successful people in our society. We need more people in our society that are willing to do the work in order to reap the reward. Nothing in this world will be handed to you. Nothing. How many of you right now have ever been given an A in a class? No. I mean, you ain't do no work and the teacher just said, here you go, here's an A. That's never happened. Never. You don't get A's, you earn A's. And if you get good enough grades, you can do whatever you want in this world. Because, quite frankly, how many kids here?
Got 160.
But 160 kids. Statistically, if we're lucky, 2 of y'all are going to play in the NFL. If we're lucky. 2. Look around. Is it more than 2 people in here? Yeah. So not everybody can play football. Not saying that you can't make it, because we've all heard this same speech at a bunch of camps that not everybody's can make it, and we all made it. Somebody can make it. But statistically speaking, you got to be ready to put in enough effort to beat out the other 158 guys that are at this camp. Because am I wrong in saying that all of you would like to play in the NFL? Would you all like to play in the NFL? Would that be cool? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if you could play in the NFL, right? All of you want to get there, but only maybe 2 of you can get there. What are you doing to differentiate yourself from the other 158 guys? Every drill, every rep, how are you working? How are you separating yourself? How are you saying, look, I'm better than all these guys? You should take every day as a competition. No matter what you're doing, you should be trying to get better every day at what you do. Whether it's at camp or football or basketball or baseball or badminton or acting or chess club or whatever you want to do, every day you need to come out and you need to compete and you need to be the best, because only the cream rises to the top. That's it. Do you want to be the best?
Yes.
Do you want to be the best?
Yes.
Then you got to show us that you want to be the best. There's a lot of guys saying that they want to be the best right now, but when coaches are talking to them in drills, they looking away, they turning their head, they putting their hands down. Coach tell them to do something 3 times, they don't do it. You got to listen, you got to pay attention, and you got to focus. You need focus, laser sharp focus to be able to make it to the NFL. There's a lot of distractions along the way. And I wouldn't be wrong if I told everybody over there, and myself included, that there's been many times where you could have cost yourself a shot. But you got to keep your focus, man. And you got to outwork everybody around you. So for the rest of the day, all I want to see is who really wants it. Who wants to be the best person in this camp? I want to see who wants to be the best person, because words don't mean nothing to me. I'm not even from Missouri, but you got to show me. You have to. I got to see what you got to do. And if y'all are with me, if y'all think y'all can get ready to go and have the rest of this camp be all right, I need y'all to get up. Let's break this down, man. Y'all ever broke down on 6 before? We're going to do something on 3 and something on 6, all right? I got this. We're going to do grind hard on 3. We're going to do shine hard on 6. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
All right. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go.
Natural.